becoming a very popular way to get fit.
But these are diets, are they necessary and are they safe is the biggest question. Registered dietitian Lori Meyer, she's got the answers to this. Why do we need to cleanse or detox? Like, what's the whole point?
Well, you know, where this really originated, we feel like there's so much toxicity in our society, our environment, and what people don't realize, the body has inborn ways to detox, but when it's overwhelmed, it might need a little bit of help. But the toxicity is coming from several different areas. First of all, an endotoxin, it's what's naturally the body does just with chemistry, just with metabolism. But then we have all these others, the exotoxins. These are man-made chemicals, preservatives, pesticides. Then we have the standard American diet, which is full of preserved foods and
Bad
processed
stuff.
foods and sugar and bad fats. And then we have something they call quantum toxins. These are our thoughts, bad thoughts, negative thoughts, anger, guilt. All of this seems to be adding to the toxic load, and if your body can't do it on its own, you might need a little bit of help.
So what kind of cleanse, what kind of diet are we talking about?
Well, there's a lot of them out there, as you may well see. I mean, we get bombarded. I see every day I get an email with some new cleanse or detox diet. What you really want, first of all, you want to help the body to be able to use its own detoxification, because the body is detoxing you 24/7, whether you know it or not. So you want a diet that's going to kind of rest your body a little bit, rest the organs, but you also want it to not only detoxify, but give you some nutrients that your body is going to be able to take care of these toxins, and then also get rid of them and reestablish your intestine. So the first one that we see is the water detox. Okay, it's great, drink water, but there are some people who just drink water. This is not recommended.
Okay.
It's too intense. You're not replenishing anything. It actually can make you sicker than when you started. So we really don't recommend that. Especially in this day and age, people are way too toxic for that. The next is that the Master Cleanse, which you may have heard of. Remember Beyonce did this a few years back to lose some weight. It's just lemon juice, maple syrup, cayenne pepper. It's a very intense cleanse as well. Really not recommended.
I would be really angry and hungry.
You're not getting enough nutrients. That's it. You do that throughout the day.
Okay,
for several days. That's it.
That's why I said I would be angry and hungry.
Right. And so we're really not looking at that because you don't get the nutrients and you're not really helping your body to detox. The third would be the juices. Juice fasting, huge. You're seeing juice bars popping up all over. This is going to help you to detox, not quite as intense. You are getting nutrients that are going to aid the liver, but there might not be enough fiber, there might not be enough protein, so it's not recommended on its own, especially for long periods of time. But as part of a diet, part of a regular detox program, it could work. The next would be a raw foods diet, where you're eating just raw foods throughout the day. Again, this is going to help you with detox. It's supplying nutrients. It may help to rebalance chemistry. Again, you may or may not get enough protein, enough fiber with that. This looks like a lot of fiber in that kale salad. And then the third would be like a special cleanse shake. And these probably are the way to go, especially if you're going to be supervised. You get some protein, fiber, nutrients that are going to help you not only detox but also rebuild the system.
And so you would just do the shakes?
Well, I think the ideal diet would be to do some shakes, some raw foods, some juices, and some water. Kind of skip that maple syrup and lemon juice. But a combination of these, I think, would be the ideal way to detox.
Once a week or once a month?
Well, what
do it for a certain
what
amount
people
of
will
time.
do is like for a period of time, like once a year is what a lot of people are recommending. Once a year, commit to 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, where you really get rid of all the junk food, all the processed foods, concentrate on some of these shakes, some juices, some raw foods, really cleanse yourself, and then you're good for another year.
So who should do this and who shouldn't?
Well, they think everybody probably needs to do this, at least pay attention to getting rid of the processed foods, but there definitely are people who should not do this. So if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you do not want to do a detox or a cleanse. If you have type 1 diabetes, if you have an advanced cancer or some other life-threatening disease, if you're in adrenal failure, or if you're certain medications that really affect the blood, anticonvulsants, antiarrhythmics.
Some big words in there.
Coumadins, things like that.
Okay.
You really want to talk to your doctor about that.
All right. Thank you, Lori. Got a question for our experts? Email them. AskTheExpert@today'stmj4.com. You can also leave a voicemail. Number to call is right there on your screen. Coming up, we're going to tell